Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. I'm out camping. There's a lake behind me there, and I guess it's about maybe 500 yards, 400 yards away, and probably about a 60 or 70 foot drop from where I'm sitting. It's not a real big lake, but good enough. And just sitting here cooking some bannock bread, and I already had a couple cups of tea, keeping my water warm in my pot there, hanging over the fire. Good dark tea. So this is my third morning out here, and I've been having a really good time. Oh, and I'm smoking one of my favorite pipes and some Mac Baren Mixture Scottish Blend. One of my favorite tobaccos when it smokes cool. This stuff could dry out a little bit more, but it's alright. I'm just trying to decide whether I'm going to go grouse hunting today or fishing. There's quite a few grouse in this area. I got a shot on one yesterday, but I shot low, which is typical of me with the 12 gauge that I'm carrying. The way the bead is arranged, the way that I aim my 410 shotgun, I hit right on, but when I aim the 12 gauge the same way, I hit low with the 12 gauge, so I've got to remember that. But I think I'll go fishing today. It's not as windy today as it was yesterday. Probably cut a 12-foot maple pole, and there's some small ponds made by a beaver at the north end of this lake that are, I think there's an underground, I think there's a channel that goes under the water, under the bog, because the bog is floating bog. When you walk on it, it moves. But I saw fish hitting in there yesterday, and I was hand casting, but it was too windy. I kept getting tangled up. Had a couple of hits, but I wasn't quick enough to set the hook. So I think I'll cut a maple pole, and I'll put about maybe 10 foot of line on it and go hide behind some little tamarack trees that are on the edge of the pool and stick the pole out over it and do some jigging. Maybe I can pull up a few fish for lunch. This is what I love to do. Living out of my backpack, sleeping under a tarp. Show you guys around a little bit. So that's the direction the lake is in. This is primarily maple forest, but there is some pine, birch, and ironwood, although not much. There's some birch right there, pretty good sized trees. So this is my kind of diamond fly setup that I'm using with the tarp. I've already got my blankets rolled up there. I'll be rolling the poncho over them for the day. Normally, I would put a whole bunch of balsam boughs down for a bed and sleep on them, but it's not cold out, and that ground's pretty comfortable. I've just got that stuff piled up there in case a deer or bear decides to try to walk into my lean-to in the middle of the night, which has happened before with deer. At least that'll let them know they're running into something. That's a H&R single shot 12 gauge there with, got 3 different chokes for it. Here's my pack and my pipe pouch and tobacco pouch. Gransfors Bruks hatchet that I bought for $35 about 12 years ago. back when they were only 35 rather than that same thing being 135 now. One of my handmade knives and my belt of survival materials. That's a dry bag that I use to carry my clothes and blankets in, and then when I get to camp I use it as a bucket to carry water. It's a good purpose for a dry bag. I don't know if you can make it out or not, but I'm on a ridge and there's another one over there with a pretty deep gully between it. And these ridges, most of them, run northeast-southwest. That's the direction the glacier moved through. And that's what made the ridges and the lakes here. Anyway, it's just a beautiful area, and I'm quite happy to live so close to it. I can just ride my bike out here and go hiking, camping. So, anyway, I'm having a great time. Hope everybody else is doing well. Take care.